sourcing. I thought, I don't know much about that world. All I know is I go on Facebook and I see all the time there's missing children. This person hasn't been seen for 3 days or whatever. People respond to it, and I think it's a great way for parents, if they're missing a child, to get the name out there. And it's so exciting when you pull it up and it says found, because you know that people just kept sharing it and sharing it. So that's the only world of that I know. But the Doe Pages were an interesting source. I thought it was great.
I enjoyed this book quite a bit. It was very well done. Good job, Lori.
But I did feel the ending was very satisfying. It tied up all the loose ends.
Yes, it did.
And this is a great standalone. There's no questions that need to be answered.
But there were a lot of twists and turns in this.
Yeah.
But they did come to a conclusion in the end.
Absolutely.
So
there were some I'm like, okay, how are they going to wrap this one?
Right,
they did.
But they all wrapped it up, tied a bow on it. It was very well concluded. Thank Lori for talking with us and wish her all the new and note. The first book we have this week is Evil by the Sea by Kathleen Bridge, number 4 in the By the Sea mystery series. Liz Holt is bewitched, bothered, and bewildered when a wicked killer objects to a Wiccan wedding. It came out May 5th, and it's by Lyrical Press.
Next up is The Goodbye Man by Jeffrey Deaver. It's number 2 in his Coulter Shaw series. In a thrilling new Coulter Shaw adventure, he is in pursuit of 2 young men accused of a terrible hate crime. Coulter Shaw stumbles upon clues of another mystery. That is put out by G.P. Putnam and Sons, and it will be available May 12th.
My book is a nonfiction book called Hunting Whitey, the inside story of the capture and killing of America's Most Wanted Crime Boss by Casey Sherman and Dave Wedge. Based on exclusive Rush reporting, the thrilling, definitive inside story of the pursuit, capture, and killing of the legendary South Boston mob boss James Whitey Bulger, detailing as never before his years on the run, how he evaded capture, and his brutal murder in prison. This is put out by HarperCollins on May 26th.
Trivia!
Last week's question was, Franklin W. Dixon wrote The Hardy Boys, and Carolyn Keene wrote Nancy Drew. What was their special designation? A, they were pen names for best-selling authors. B, they were the same person. C, they did not exist. Or D, they were married to each other. And the answer is C, they did not exist.
The outline for the books were given to a think tank of about 20 different writers. They banged out the stories and then they put them all together. So there was no Carolyn Keene and there was no Franklin W. Dixon.
Who would have known?
That kind of puts a little tear in my eye.
I thought the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew were real people.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far.
All right, this week's trivia question. We recently lost a beloved writer, M.C. Beaton, but she wrote over 160 novels. What other pen name did she use other than Marion Chesney? A, Sarah Chester, B, Helen Crampton, C, Anne Fairfax, or D, Marion Gibbons? Good luck. We are thrilled to announce we have a new $5 patron. Kate M., welcome.
And because Kate is a $5 patron, she gets some benefits.
She will get a handwritten note from us, and who wouldn't want that?
And she will get a dark and stormy window clang.
And she'll get a ad-free bonus episode every month.
If you'd like to become a patron, there's lots of different levels. Check us out on
Patreon/DarkStormyBC.
That brings us to the end. Be sure and visit our website where you can
sign up for our newsletter every month. We put out a nice newsletter that lets you know what's going on, who's going to be interviewed. We also have an opportunity for anybody who feels like writing. It doesn't have to be a professional author. You can send us a short story. You might be noticed by any of the publishers who receive our newsletter as well.
We are also looking for people to write articles for us for our newsletter. So if you'd be interested in doing that, contact us at darkandstormybookclub@gmail.com. Just don't forget, as you're listening to this, hit that subscribe button so you get to hear us every week.
We hope you had an enjoyable and very safe Memorial Day. It was the first real pretty weekend, and a lot of the restrictions are loosening a little bit.
And in closing, we would like to wish Sir Arthur Conan Doyle a very happy 161st birthday.
Belated, very belated.
Yes. He doesn't look a day over 150. That's it. Thank you for listening. That you'll join us next week. And remember,
Life would be boring without a little mystery.
Bye.